So, you want to become that guy. No, not just a guy, that guy. You notice the difference? A guy that commands respect and admiration, perhaps from girls or in guys, or in some circumstances, both. There's quite a few positives from becoming that guy. People usually talk highly of you, always have something nice to say about you when you're brought up in conversation, and you're also seen as dependable. People can rely on you to handle most situations when you have that title of being that guy. So if you're watching this video, you may need some help with reaching that level of caliber, or you're already the man and you just want some extra tips. Either way, your boy gotcha. With this topic, I broke it down to 4 simple steps, and if implemented properly, you're going to be a whole new person. So make sure to stick to the end of the video so that you have all 4 rules in your arsenal. Step number 1, don't be the center of attention. Now you're probably wondering, how am I going to be that guy if I'm not the center of attention? I got you. You don't have to be out there trying to get the attention, but let the attention come to you. What do I mean? In order to bring more attention to yourself, stay more quiet. Now, I'm not saying to take an oath of devoted silence at every social event like a monk, but what I am saying is to talk a little bit less and let the people around you speak more. When we say less, we become more unpredictable. People can't necessarily read your character, making it hard to get a gauge on who you are as a person. It begins to formulate questions about who you are exactly. With this mysterious idea formulating and speculating around you as an individual, people have no choice but to curiously think about you often. When you're quiet, people may not directly say anything about you, but you definitely draw their attention to you. Again, don't take a vow of silence, but let people come talk to you as they subconsciously see you as someone of importance. The less you say, the more power you got, and that brings attention. However, when becoming someone of importance, it's important to have step number 2, confidence. Before I go on about confidence, it's important to understand what confidence is truly about. Confidence is the state of feeling certain about the truth of something, to stand firm in who you are as a person. More often than not, I notice that people confuse confidence with the likes of perfection, and those are 2 completely different concepts. Some people genuinely believe that if they only get rid of their flaws and insecurities, then they'll be much more confident because in their mind, they'll be deemed as perfect and acceptable. While it may feel like that, that's not what confidence is really about. Confidence is recognizing and understanding all your disadvantages and setbacks and standing tall on them, which essentially means that no matter how you may be judged or seen with those flaws, you're not bothered with those comments and you continue to act as yourself. Even if you look absolutely goofy, people can recognize that confidence comes from being yourself. But again, don't confuse that with being perfect. Perfection, at least to me, is the ability to possess absolutely 0 flaws and the ability to check everyone's boxes. While it sounds appealing to be everyone's cup of tea, in actuality, it's kind of boring. Why would you want to be everyone's favorite? That's kind of lame. You can 100% still be that guy while getting hate at the same time. A perfect example of this can be seen with the likes of athletes. There's no better example to use in this case than LeBron James. LeBron has been dominating and putting up crazy stats for over 2 decades. I think we can all agree that LeBron James is one of the best NBA players to have ever played the game. With all the trophies and accomplishments under his belt, one can tell that when it comes to basketball, he's that guy. But even with all the accomplishments and rewards, people still find a way to hate on LeBron. LeBron has consistently grinded his entire being into the sport and proven to be one of the best and still receives unnecessary criticism on a daily basis. But he's still that guy people look to when thinking about the modern era of basketball. I mean, he can move a mountain tomorrow and people will still find a way to hate on him. What I'm trying to get at here is that even with the hate and criticism against him, he is still that guy. He doesn't let what people say bother him though. If anything, it fuels him into becoming a beast on the court on a consistent basis week in and week out. He's so good at what he does, even his worst critics sometimes are like, not bad. You don't even have to know a lick about basketball to learn confidence from LeBron. Obviously, the man isn't perfect by any means of the word, but the way he conducts and composes himself oozes nothing but confidence. He believes in his abilities to execute on the court, and that's how you should act as well. Carry yourself highly and believe in who you are. Stand up tall with your back straight and your shoulders back, ready to take on the world. You'll never see someone that is confident that has the same posture as a person playing video games for 8 hours straight. But enough of that, let's talk about the third step into becoming that guy, and that is relatability. I understand that this may seem unnecessary or not important when becoming someone of note, but trust me, when I say this step is important, it really is. There's so many positives to being relatable to people. For one, you're able to understand people more. Understanding is a skill that many people overlook, and it's one that shouldn't be taken for granted. When you're able to level with others and see them for who they are, it's likely that they'll open up to you, finding you trustworthy and dependable. When you're relatable, it also grants the ability to spark deep and engaging conversation. Think of conversation as a bridge, a gateway to reach a person. When you strike conversation, the goal is to reach the other side. But how you get there is very important. When you're able to connect and level with people, you're able to get across that bridge to captivate that trust. However, if you're not able to relate to people, it does make it difficult to become somewhat connected, keeping you at a distance, and people will eventually count you out as weird or unsociable. That's why people say, oh yeah, we didn't really vibe. That's why I encourage you to consume fun media like sports or anime or television series. Obviously, you don't have to be the most well-versed in any of those things or to binge multiple seasons, but having the ability to connect with people through fun topics can be an interesting and enjoyable experience. Speaking of enjoyable, we've reached the fourth and final step of becoming that guy, and that step is having fun.
What the fuck?
Yes, have fun. I've noticed that people have become significantly bland and flat in social settings, and that drives me to ask, why? When you're at events or school or even your job, it's a great skill to have energy that's radiant and attractive. Life is a million times better when you're able to smile and laugh through it. And if you can be that source, people will look to you for a good time always. Now, notice that I didn't say become a class clown or a laughingstock. Let people laugh with you and not at you. Those are two completely different things. People at the end of the day just want to have fun and to enjoy themselves. So be that escape for them. If you're able to do that, the game is unlocked. The bros are gonna mess with you, the girls are gonna rock with you, and everything will fall into place. However, before I end the video, I have to make it clear. I'm not telling you to be a people pleaser. If anything, this is quite the contrary. When I tell you to become that guy, I don't tell you to become that person for others' approval necessarily. Rather, I'm giving you the blueprint on how to be easily confident in yourself and how people will connect with you. Not to become a doormat. You kings are very intelligent, so I know you'll understand the difference one way or another. But to my kings, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my content. Please drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel as well. Also, in case you missed it, check out last week's video on the screen right here. And yeah, until we meet again, have a wonderful day, keep it 100, and I'm out. Peace.
A lot of niggas pray for whips while hoping to get their cheddar raised. I'm just praying for better days.